This is a nice little campsite location that was on the PCT half-mile maps. I'm guessing there could probably be 15 tents in here. But we got ours set up here, and it's raining really good right now. This is the Pacific Crest Trail, and we're at the end of Highway 173, where it wraps down out of Hesperia area in California. Highway 173 ends at this area, and it's a big trailhead for the PCT. That's Mojave Dam, and up that way, that's headed southbound on PCT. That's Deep Creek area. Mojave River flows through there, and Deep Creek Hot Springs are up there. And there's some dogs. This is my buddy Gustavo.
What's his name?
We're hiking.
What's his name?
Southbound from this point. We're on mile 314 and a half or so. And slowly but surely, we're gonna make our way to the other side of Silverwood Lake. They thought they were coyotes. Woodglue here, and we're up around mile marker 314.5, and this weekend I'm hiking with old college buddy of mine, Gustavo, and he's the guy who originally brought me involved with backpacking. Less than 2 years ago, we all got together up at Mammoth, and we were talking about different off-roading trips and different things, and Gustavo mentions this crazy idea about throwing all your stuff in a backpack and hitting the trail out in Yosemite. And I said, no way, man, there's no way I can do that. There's no way. My ankles, my knees, there's no way. I'm 41 years old. And lo and behold, almost 500 miles later, here I am hiking with him again. So he's the guy that brought me involved from the beginning. That's Mojave Dam, and there isn't much of any water on either side of it, but Mojave River is flowing on this side of it, and we parked our car down there somewhere. You can barely see it to the right of those buildings, and we're about a little over a mile in, and tonight we're hiking 4 miles, 5 miles, something like that, and then we're gonna set up camp. So we're just barely hitting the trail at 5 p.m. here, and then we gotta find a good spot to put camp. It's gonna be really cold tonight. We're expecting temps down around 35, 30 degrees, somewhere in there. And we've got a couple different camp location choices. One is in a wash, creek bed wash, which typically would have a lot of cold air at nighttime, but we have some wind, so I'm thinking that might actually be better to camp in that wash than our alternative option, which is to camp up on this knoll. And so we'll see when we get down to the wash, and we'll make our decision. What do you think, Gustavo?
It's heaven. Amazing, beautiful nature. Check out how dynamic clouds are. Wow.
Very cool stuff.
What else do you want?
That's all you can ask for.
Amazing. Say that. Don't be stupid like Gustavo.
Don't be stupid like Gustavo.
And realizing that you don't have water, but for some reason, careless, you just have some left over.
He left his water bottle at home, but he's still got two small dirty bags, so those are a liter each. He's good. So we're about 3 miles in, 4 miles in, something like that, and this is a nice little campsite location that was on the PCT half-mile maps. I'm guessing there could probably be 15 tents in here, but we got ours set up here, and it's raining really good right now. I think our gear's okay for it, but slowly but surely we'll get some dinner and hit the hay. So it's dark, and kind of settled down into my tent. We've got a rainy night ahead of us. It looks like it's raining pretty good right now, and a little bit of wind too, but we're kind of in a wash. It's kind of against my own rules to camp in a wash, but it was either do that or camp on the knoll, about a half mile ahead, and this is definitely better because we're somewhat sheltered from the wind. Probably 15 mile an hour winds on the trail. I'd say 20-25 miles an hour on the tops of these hills, and down here we're just getting in the 5 and 10 mile per hour. So it's much better in the wash than it would be otherwise. So it's morning number 1, and Gustavo and I just got out of camp about a mile ago, and we were camped at mile 318, and it rained pretty much all night long. It was very, very wet. Neither of us had issues with our tent letting water in, and this is kind of my first go on the trail with my tarp tent and big rain like that, so I was pretty pleased to see the results with no water getting in. That's an awesome tent. It's a tarp tent mow trail, a 2-person tent. Anyway, we're walking out of 318 now, and we're headed up to Silverwood Lake. We should be there in just a few miles, and we'll be able to grab some lunch somewhere up there. Check out this view. These mountains in the background got snow last night with all of our rain. Luckily we weren't so high that we got snow, but really Beautiful trail. Our hike is over in 8 or 10 miles from now, but I couldn't imagine how I'd feel to be walking right here right now and looking at those mountains up there, knowing that my trail goes in that direction. My hat's off to all you guys who can do this. It's something I'm not set up for with my gear, you know, to be able to bed down in a tent on the snow and not wake up dead. You know, it's probably 16 degrees up there at nighttime, and the trail goes right through there. It's the Angeles National Forest on the west side of the 15 freeway, Cajon Pass. And I know there's some people that have already gone through there, maybe before all that snow got there, but I also know there's some people that are right behind me that left Campo in end of February, beginning of March. Now they're up here at mile 320, 325. Brave souls. We were down there on the PCT and we climbed up here. And now we're gonna climb up that. Holy cow. And now we're to the top. Is that cool or what?
Seconds. Adrian.
Nicely done, Gustavo.
Adrian.
Weirdo. Silverwood Lake. So off of our hill, we're dropping down to the dam for Silverwood Lake. We're not allowed to walk on the dam, so we have to go down towards the road down there and reconvene with the PCT. We got off the trail to come up onto this hill. There's the spillway for the Silverwood Lake, and PCT wraps up onto the highway bridge. And there's a nice little sidewalk for us. So way over there on the other side of the water, that's the hill that we climbed up on top of. That was probably an hour and a half ago, something like that. Now we're all the way over here. We keep walking in and out of coves on this lake, trying to find our main place where we're supposed to be. Every time we come out of a cove, we think we're there. And we had this happen on Catalina about a month ago. Same thing, you come out of a cove and come to find out you got 2 more coves to go. So this is oddly reminiscent. We gotta walk all the way back there and back out. It's the best, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best.
Although, you know what? It would be good to have right now a good cold IPA.
Oh, that would be good to have right now. Let's see what we can find in the campground.
What?
Maybe in the campground they'll have something. A little store.
Is it a lot of... Really?
Maybe.
I doubt it. But we can go get the car and we can go get beers.
Because the car's so close. We're crossing under Highway 138 right now. And we just went into the Silverwood Lake campground. Talked to the people there, and we got a campsite for $5. Haha. Good price. And we're gonna camp there for the night. We finished our hike early. We didn't plan to be to this point until tomorrow. So we're gonna collect together our cars that are on both ends and take them to our campsite, and then see if we could find a beer up in town and make some dinner when we get back to campsite and head home in the morning. Good, easy hike. Miles were really easy. We didn't have to sweat too much, and that whole section I think is good. So this is site number 82 at Mesa Campground in Silverwood State Park. And we went and got our cars, and we're gonna bed down for the night after some dinner. We're gonna have a campfire tonight. That's allowed here, so that's kind of special. And then we're gonna hit the road out of here early in the morning. So the hike is done for now, but we're just gonna spend one night here and get off to it.
The water needs to boil. That's what beer canisters are for.
Yeah. I don't know if it's light enough to see this, but this is our second morning, and we've been able to see our breath since before the sun went down yesterday. It got very, very cold, and I just came out here and look at the table. It's got frost on it, but did okay with the temperatures nonetheless. You know, we're good for it, but just makes it tough when you climb out of that sleeping bag. Anyway, I'm gonna break down camp here and get back home. All in all, it was a really good trip for us. It's good to hang out with Gustavo again and spend some time. It's been a long time. This guy got me involved in hiking from the get-go about a year and a half ago. Gustavo and my son and I hiked up San Gregorio Mountain. I mean, this guy pushes me to adventure, so it was kind of cool for us to get out and do it all again. Really enjoyed the trip, and looking forward to the next one. He's already committed to joining me.